Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the July 6th, 2020 meeting of the Gaithersburg Planning Commission. I hope everyone is doing well tonight. Quick agenda, I think. First up tonight, let me announce for the record that Sharon Control will be participating as a full commissioner tonight, as not all of the regular commissioners are present. Thank you for being here. First up is the approval of our minutes. We have 3 tonight to catch up from some previous meetings. So first up is the minutes of our May 18th, 2022 meeting. Is there a motion, please?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the minutes of May 18th, 2022 as read into the record.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay. That passes unanimously. Next up is the minutes from our June 1st, 2022 meeting. Is there a motion, please?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the minutes of June 1st, 2022 as read into the record.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that passes unanimously. And then finally, the minutes from our June 15th, 2022 Planning Commission meeting.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the minutes of June 15th, 2022 as read into the record.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that passes unanimously. Thank you very much. That takes us to our site plan agenda tonight, and there is one for SP-9311-2022, a new 280 square foot enclosed deck at 1 Victoria Crossing Court in the R90C medium density residential cluster zone. And this is a final site plan and presented from staff as Chris Salzano. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening, Mr. Chair. Good evening, Planning Commission. Staff is before you to present final site plan application SP-9311-2022. As shown on the screen, the home is located at 1 Victoria Crossing Court and is zoned R90C. This application comes before the Planning Commission in accordance with Section 24-168, which requires the Planning Commission to grant final site plan approval. In addition to Section 24-168, because this property is zoned R90 cluster, the Planning Commission must establish the distances between buildings, and since there is no final site plan to amend, it must be established. The applicant is requesting approval to construct a 280 square foot single-story screen porch. Here to present on behalf of the applicant is their contractor, Mr. Bill Pierce.
Good evening.
How you doing? You the owner just want
He will introduce himself.
you 1 Victoria Crossing Court.
Yes.
We're requesting to build a 14 by 20 screen-in porch that is ground level. There's no deck or anything like that, and the poles are going around, and it'd be height of around 8 foot, and then it's a shed roof that's going to go with the roof on their house, so it looks, you know, aesthetically correct.
Sir, if you could just identify yourself, that would be helpful, just for our record.
William Pierce.
Okay.
And the construction details on this page, we're framing everything up to the, inspection, what you all want us to build, with the county and the A1 drawing. That's how we're going to construct the building. There will be minimal damage to any dirt or anything like that. And so I guess that's good. I've never done this before, so.
You're doing
You're great.
We're all friends here.
You're up for a local Emmy Award. Just for the record, maybe make 2 points, and you pull the plan up. Just show the relative position of the new porch in terms of setback, or what would be essentially the side of the building, and it doesn't. I don't believe it extends past the existing, the face of the side of the building right now, and that the height isn't any taller than what the existing roof line is. If you just show that, that's pretty much the constraints here.
Okay, so how far it's set back from the property line?
And it looks like it aligns with the side of the existing house, right? So it's not extending out past the side.
It's going to be 24 foot from the property line.
Okay.
Right.
And of course, the height is no higher than the existing ridge line on the.
No, sir, it's going to be lower than that, actually.
Great. Okay. Any questions?
Not really.
All right. So I will ask for the record, if anybody in the audience is here to speak on this application. I have a suspicion you're all part of the applicants.
We are.
It's good to have support.
Family.
We are it.
And you're all going to have to build it too. And I'm looking at online attendees, and I don't see any. So if the tech team wants to chime in and say there's anybody online or waiting, please do. But otherwise, why don't we go ahead and move to the recommendation, please?
Exactly.
Staff recommends approval of SP 9311-2022 with 0 conditions in accordance with section 24-168 of the City Code.
Okay, great, thanks. Well, I will say this, and we always very much appreciate when homeowners are making great additions to their homes and improving the neighborhood like this. So it's a nice project, and I almost want to apologize that you have to come in under this process, but I know that with the zoning on this particular zone, it does require a site plan that's a little bit more involved than, say, this might look like in some other neighborhoods. So I appreciate your work and
Right.
putting this together for us. I don't have any other. I think it's a great looking project. So
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's
No.
very nice.
Materials,
forward to
are the
it.
materials compatible with the house?
Yeah.
And form? And there's no HOA involved here, is
No.
there? Okay, so it's individual. Fine. I have no problem.
No problem. No issues there. Great little project. If there's no other questions or concerns, and I don't see anybody logging in to testify on this, so let's go to the motion, please.
Want to do it? Mr. Chairman, based on the exhibits submitted, applicant's testimony, and staff report findings and recommendation, move that the Planning Commission grant SP 9311-20-22, 1 Victoria Crossing Court, finding it in conformance with sections 24-170 and section 24-171 of the city zoning ordinance.
Second.
It's moved and seconded. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That passes unanimously. Thank you all very much for
Awesome.
coming in
Appreciate
tonight.
it.
Thank you, that was quick.
Sure.
You passed, touchdown.
Yay! We finally get our porch.
Go ahead and celebrate.
Enjoy it, yeah.
Thanks for coming in.
We should have tests like that all the time, huh?
Thanks, Chris. You did good job.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Oh, those signs.
It's like sitting in a happy
Family.
group.
It's exciting when you get a project.
Yeah.
All right. That takes us to from the commission. Sharon, anything tonight?
No, everything's great.
Nothing to add?
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
And I have nothing tonight. Greg, what do we got from staff?
Just a reminder, the next meeting is July 20th. That's
Okay,
all.
and I noticed you sent out an email to see if we had quorums and who was in and out and all. So I assume you'll get the answers you need. The next
Yeah, I
couple
pulled
days.
up to August 3rd. Obviously, there's only one meeting in August, so
And we don't have any joints.
nothing scheduled this
Nothing.
time. We have a number of projects that are kind of bubbling up, so I'd imagine probably the beginning of, end of summer, early
Yeah,
fall
yeah.
of a couple.
Good.
It seems like it's been quiet for a couple months, huh?
Yeah,
It's been
yeah.
quiet.
Good. All right, thanks.
Yeah, great.
Right.
Oh, I know what I was going to ask you. You are working on comprehensive plan
Master,
update
yeah.
with RFP. How's that coming along?
It's coming along as well. The RFP closed. We're reviewing the submissions now, but we're hoping to have something beginning, fairly soon in front of the council for execution of an RFP. But we're
Contract.
currently reviewing them.
Gotcha. Good. They look good? You get
Yeah.
some good responses?
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Frank, thanks for being here. Are we swearing people in tonight or not?
What's that?
Are they going to have to swear you in tonight? Is that?
No. No, I actually think the language will be sufficient where there is a contested case or something like that. So I don't actually see any change from the way you proceeded tonight. Again, the main impact from the swearing in issue, which is the rules change, maybe felt more at the mayor and city council level, just given that they are taking testimony, and frequently those are comments offered that are not in favor.
Yeah, yeah.
The actual proposal, Greg and I actually kind of worked on a draft, because if we're going to present one change, might as well take a look and update a few things, because it had been a few years since we had looked at it. I often tend to refer to things as being 2 or 3 years ago. This was more like about 8. But in any event,
Yeah.
there were a number of updates, including our rules specify that you meet here at 31 South Summit. So we kind of thought, given the future plans,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
to make that change and a couple of other updates.
Good.
So that,
So we'll
I'm
see
sure
that
at some point between now and August or September, you'll see
Okay.
that.
Sounds good.
Can we ask about any updates on Lake Forest Mall, or is that a John Schlichting question?
I am not as involved with it as John is and Rob. I know there's been ongoing meetings and discussions on it, but
Nothing
that's
to
about all I
report.
have, yeah.
Nothing to report.
Good.
Okay.
All right, great. And moving across the street is still,
Still pending, yes.
pending.
There's been additional work that's still going on. As of right now, I think it's probably going to be September at the earliest,
Okay.
is what I'm hearing.
all right.
Expect a tour at some point.
There will definitely be training for all the commissioners
Yeah,
before
sure.
we move in there formally.
Sounds good.
So this room is moving over there?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right, anything, Chris? Thanks for being here. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. If that's it, have a good evening. We're adjourned.
Thank you.